Hello, hi. Welcome to the Pojoaque Pueblo 2021 Recovery Festival, the virtual event. My name is Sam Johnsen. I'm a case manager with the tribal court here. I'm also a certified peer support worker. I'm someone who's in recovery, and the state of New Mexico has had this great program. People can get certified and help others in their recovery and even have a job from it. So it's a great program you might want to look into. And I'm also a potter. I've got my pottery wheel here, and I've got some clay here, and I'm going to do a pottery demonstration, and I'm going to talk about my recovery a little bit. So I got some questions to answer here while I kind of get my pottery going, see if I can do the two at the same time. How long have I been on my recovery journey? Well, I have 16 years clean and sober. Really, my recovery journey started when my parents got started in their recovery journey, and that's when I was 7. I was, going to meetings, supporting my parents, and then even after seeing everything they went through with their addictions, um, I still had to experience that for some reason. So I got into my addiction, and then I got into my recovery even longer than 16 years ago with some relapses, as that happens. Sometimes doesn't have to. Yeah, that's how long I've been in my recovery journey. How has having an addiction or substance use disorder changed your life? Put a little water down here. See if I can make my clay stay stuck. Got a little baseball size piece of clay here. I would say like the biggest thing about how recovery has changed my life is just more introspection, having to reach out to other people, having to go to meetings, not isolating. If I was just, what some addicts, alcoholics call normies, if I was just a normal person, I wouldn't be doing all this introspection. I would, maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, but being an alcoholic made me do this introspection. How did people or society judge you when you were using substances? A lot of people really kind of like gave up on me or lost interest in me, and that made sense. I lost interest in them. Got the wheel going here. The two hands backing each other up. I'm not just using one hand, using another hand. So it's like in recovery, a little metaphor here. We're not just on our own. We're using the help of other people. Just trying to get this piece of clay centered here. What would I have liked to have been seen by my society and friends? The more I'm in my recovery, it's just the more like the real me. And this little sloppy stuff can be good. I don't know, it's just not perfectly centered, but I think I need to kind of move the program along. So I'm going to start opening up the middle here, my little pot. Maybe I'm making a little bowl here. I guess I want people to see the true me, and not just, in my using, I was always There's some air bubbles in there. I was, tried to always be nice. Um, and now it's like if I'm mad or not happy, I can show that. So that's what I mean by the true self of me. What advice would you give the younger version of yourself? I'm going to skip that question. What has been the hardest part of your recovery journey? Um, it just takes what it takes. I started going to meetings at 14. I started going with my parents at 7. When they were in their recovery, I got into some trouble and started going to meetings at 14. I started, um, I started um, taking recovery seriously here, just a little north of here in Espanola. When I was 25, I started, taking the program seriously, doing the deal. But my long-term sobriety didn't start until 31. So I guess just that's the resilience, keeping coming back. So this nice goopy stuff on my pot. It's good lubrication. I'm just making my little bowl, trying to make it bigger. Just squeezing it. When do you find it most difficult to stay sober? Well, I know what my triggers are. When things are going good, I'm more at danger of relapse. Everything's going good. I got it. Um, Honestly, these new marijuana stores, it's a huge trigger. They sell weed there, and um, I was always a huge advocate. I thought it should be legal for economic, legal, and medical reasons. But for me, it's not medical. I'm using it to get high. So and then I drink. So those are some hard things for me to stay. My biggest challenges. What has been the most rewarding part of your recovery? Um, Really like the friends I've made in the program. Just doing this little bowl. I don't know what's happening with it. It's just kind of growing a little bit and try to just stretch this little ball of clay as much as I can to kind of see how much it can grow. Um, how has COVID-19 affected your recovery? Well, the biggest thing for me is like going in person to the meetings and like seeing other people. I can do the literature. I can connect with my higher power. I believe in a higher power. I haven't had that problem that some people have of not really having a higher power. I have the higher power. I have the literature. I'm by myself. I'm doing the deal, but I need other people. Um, I need those other people, and so we haven't really been able to see other people. But what's cool about the pandemic is all these meetings started up all over the place. So that was really cool. Go to some meetings back home in Minnesota, go to some meetings Portland, Oregon, went to a meeting in London last week, meeting in Hawaii. It's pretty cool. How do you deal with everyday stressors and triggers? Um, well, I haven't been doing much pottery lately. I used to do a lot more. It's so relaxing. You squeeze the clay, you got to get it centered in the middle. Kind of, you have to be centered. And it's not, you just have to be there. Like when you're pulling up the wall, it's total concentration. Like I'm feeling every inch of it, where it's thick, where it's thin. I was trying to get this little ball of clay as big as I can. Um, and I'm squeezing it so it grows. See, there it grows, but I have to be like right there. There's a little weak spot. I got to be careful of that. I don't know. I'm trying to maybe bring it back up for some reason to make a lidded jar or something. I don't know. Sometimes. So, exercise, getting out in nature, those are the things I do. to deal with my everyday stressors. Why is it important for you to stay on your path with sobriety? Um, well, if I got off of it, I really feel like those friends I was telling you about, my friends in recovery, um, uh, like I would, that's the biggest thing. Like they'd still maybe my friends see me at the supermarket. Hey, what's up? Oh, I'm drinking now, blah, blah, blah. But it wouldn't be the same, you know? So my friends, just everything I've accomplished, like, oh, doing, whatever fun things, going on that ski trip, going on that rafting trip, getting I work in recovery, so I'd lose that too. Um, do you have a strong support system at home? How does this affect your path? Yeah, completely. I have a strong support system. My mom's in recovery. I can talk to her about that. My partner is not really in recovery, um, but she's very supportive. This is turning out to be kind of a cuter bowl than I would have hoped. I might just take it to the limit, see how far I can get it, and let it just break and fall apart in front of you. That might be kind of fun. I don't know. Maybe it will live. Who knows? That's cute. Um, so I have support there. What was the turning point in your life when you may have said, I need support? Well, I kept trying to get sober, but I didn't want to use the program. I knew, like, I want to talk about the program. For me, that's AA. And I, I, uh, so I kept trying to do it on my own. I knew about the meetings, but when I finally started using the meetings, it helped. I was able to quit. So it was like just resistance, years of resistance, not wanting to use the program, just trying to maintain my drinking to a proper amount, um, trying to, um, um, do it on my own. And that's when I realized just years of trying to do it on my own, I realized I need support. I went to the meetings and instantaneously I was able to quit drinking with the support of people in the meetings. And then not just meetings, sometimes outside help, getting a therapist or some outside form of help, nutritionalist. Oops, I just touched my little pot right there and it got all messed up. Can I see if I can reach my hand in there? Um, how has it changed my life? Just totally changed my life. No hangovers. Um, the um, you hear a lot of interesting little sayings when you get into the program. You only need to change one thing, and that's everything. But the good news is now it turned from a little pot to a nice little mug. That's a cool mug. There's a lot of clay down here. I'll try to get rid of it. Um, but the good news is there's that sloppy stuff. That's good. It's good on there. The the thing is, you don't have to do it all in one day. You got the rest of your life to change everything. Just totally change everything. Being honest, everything we do in the steps. Um, Last question: what is your personal source of resilience? Um, the rooms are a source of resilience. The rooms of AA, the people in it, my sponsor, my higher power. Um, it's a fun little mug. It's a fun little mug. And you just gotta know when to say when. And there's a little wobble in it, but I stopped it. You can't see it. And just cut this off. Put a little handle on it. I got an awesome little coffee mug. So that's my demonstration. And that's a little story about my recovery. We'll see you next year, 2022 Pojoaque Pueblo recovery event, hopefully in person. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.